Hey there guys, how you doing? I'm Tori, you're not. I'm the Geelong-Flipper, your Uncle Flip. I'm going to kick some knowledge in this episode, and it's to do with whatnot, okay? I'm going to do my normal stuff. I'm going to be driving around and yakking and doing other bits and pieces. But during it, the whole point of this particular episode, please like and subscribe. Please like, subscribe, and become a channel member. I'm not editing. But yeah, if you find value, please become a channel member. I'm going to be kicking knowledge about what it takes to do a good whatnot stream. If you're not used to me, don't worry about the crinkled shirt, right? I'm a human, and I thought my body heat would have got the wrinkles out by now. It didn't. So I'm going to go out in the public because I don't care, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to, if you're doing whatnot selling or you're thinking about doing it, how to do it better. All right. It's not scripted, it's just thoughts jumping out of my head. If any of those thoughts help you though, I'm going to be really, really glad. Anyhow, we're going. Let's go. Tori here, Geelong-Flipper. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate, Tori.
It's Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
Uncle Flip.
I'm Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here. The
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? Okay, and just like that, we're going, right? So, if... Oh my God, I'm so unprofessional. The boot's open. Bloody hell. I'm trying to teach it to fan or something. Shut now. I've only got 3 more days with me. 3 more days with the little mini. I've probably got anyhow, who gives a shit? This is not about me. I'll yak, of course, because I can't help myself. But, all right, here's the deal. If you don't know what Whatnot is, it's an online auction streaming platform, right? It's literally the word Whatnot. You can find the app or go to the website. If you want to have a crack at selling, I've got referral codes in the description. If you want to just be a buyer, I've got a code that will give you $15 credit on your first purchase. In both cases, I get remunerated by Whatnot for you doing stuff, right? So there's stuff in it for me, but there's stuff in it for you. All right, that's enough of that. Okay, so it's an online streaming selling service. It's unlike eBay in that literally you set up auctions. People can see you or your product, and every 15 seconds to a minute or so, whatever you set the timer for, you could possibly have sold something. So far, I think I've sold over 3,000 items, and I've generated thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in revenue. I feel like for the small things I sell, I am very good at Whatnot. I enjoy it. It's fun. There are frustrating moments, and things that I can think of to help you are the whole point. There's not going to be any fancy stuff, so don't expect graphics or anything. I'm talking in a car, but I'm wanting to help you. I got the most beautiful message from one of my channel members, Joey. Joey, love you. And he was saying how much he enjoyed the Whatnot show I did last night, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to think of things to help you guys, all of you. First things first, what do you need for Whatnot? Get a tripod, right? Doesn't matter. You've got to be able to keep it steady. If you're moving the camera around non-stop, you've already lost the battle, okay? Another thing, I'm just going to think of stuff, and then occasionally I'll lose the plot. Wipe your camera, the front and back of your camera or your phone, before doing a stream. I've seen some of the most pathetic lighting setups, and things are smudged and blurred because people use their hands, they've touched the lens of their phone, and before you know it, it looks like everything has got cling wrap attached to it. It's not professional, and this is the thing, have fun on Whatnot, but be professional. I would say, unless you're truly not on there to make money, you have to think of this as in your own little way. If you don't do YouTube, you've got to think of this as your YouTube channel, that you need to do the right thing and try to do the best you can. Whatnot has got a simulation mode. I can't remember what it's called, but you can pretend to be doing a Whatnot. Okay, you can trial it before you do it. Do it. Go back, watch your performance. Whatnot puts like bot buyers in, and you can practice. Do a stream where you've got someone that can mentor you, and run a small stream. Be open to that. Be open to the feedback. It's some people have reached out and said, hey, can you tell me how to do this? And you give feedback and they don't implement it. It's like, it's nuts. If I'm selling the same stuff as a lot of other people, yet I'm selling 100 things a stream, and they're selling whatever, 20, maybe I've got some tricks up my sleeve. Maybe other people do. There's people that sell tons more than me. Anyhow, I'm at the post office. I need to do stuff. All right, post is done. Who cares? I'm here to impart information. Okay, so basically, like I said, this is going to be disjointed as hell, but if you are wanting help with Whatnot, that's what I want to provide just as I'm driving around. I'll think of other things too, but if you are interested, please just keep listening the whole way through and just put up with how I deliver stuff. If you're new to the channel, I've got a touch of autism, so the way I process stuff is a little bit different, and probably a touch of ADHD, but that is not diagnosed. It's just how I feel in my head. So, okay, so back to Whatnot, and you want to be a good seller. Listen to people's advice. Try to follow it up as much as you can. Don't think you've got to go spending a truckload of money to get set up for Whatnot. It is a lot more forgiving than that. The thing that you will need at the very least, and I hate to say it, guys, you need to look at how you're presenting your audio. You need to look at how you are presenting your video. So if you take photos with your phone and you think the photos aren't great, then your Whatnot stream is not going to be great either. It's just the way it is. But the good news is, and I hate to say it because it is money, but there are payment methods available out there in the world. One, you can buy a second-hand phone that's better than yours. Do that. You can use services as long as you do them sensibly. I'm not giving financial advice. You could use ZipPay or Afterpay as long as you're someone who knows that they can pay back a loan. I use an iPhone. Mine's older now. It's a 12. They're up to 17 now, I think. It still does the job fine. You're watching me being recorded through the front phone of an iPhone 12. It is a Pro Max, but I don't think that benefits the front-facing camera. But what you can see me doing is I'm wearing this microphone. Now, don't think that you need to have this microphone. It was bloody expensive, and the Chrissy mic before that was expensive too, but not as expensive. So if you want to have a wireless one, I don't think you need one, but for a wireless microphone, you can spend about $100 to get one that does the job quite like $130, I think, for the Chrissy mic was. But here's something even easier. When you're doing a Whatnot, unless you're walking around, if you are presenting clothing, you need a wireless microphone. You walk away from the camera, okay? You need to be heard, and you need to not stop talking. If you stop talking on a stream, you are basically saying to the audience, in my opinion, at least, and I've done it, if you don't get some people buying, you start to think, oh crap, and you go quiet. All it says to the audience, you got to push through that, and I have to push through it too. It's like last night, it started a bit slow, and I had 4 or 5 items, nothing went, but I thought they were decent, and I started to go, oh no, and we pushed through. So you need to push through, and basically just know that you're a brave individual for doing Whatnot. Now, here's the other side of it though. You don't have to show your face. I think people buy more of people they can see as opposed to just a set of hands. But you know what? I'm sure there's plenty of people who make great money never showing their face for one instant. I don't care so much because my face has been on the internet for years through a variety of YouTube channels and also my Geelong-Flipper channel, which you're watching right now. So I didn't care about that. And also because I've built an audience of friends. It's so bizarre. Our channel is so lucky that there isn't just random viewers now. They're friends, and they've become family to us all. So, you know, you can build and leverage upon that. on the Geelong-Flipper family Facebook page. There's over 200 people, and on the weekends you're allowed to promote your shows. Just make sure they're scheduled. Promote on the weekend. No problems. Okay, but getting back to video and audio, we'll stick with audio for now. So you can get something that's known as, I'm going to say the word wrong, but lavalier or lavia, not labia, lavia microphone. Now it can be wired, right? Now you wear it on your shirt, like I am wearing this one here, and it doesn't matter where you move yourself during the stream, the audience will always hear your voice loud and clear. And that's what we want. Even if you lean down to pick up something, if you're not face fronting the camera, you kneel down to pick up something, all of a sudden, boom, it's fine, because they can still hear you. Get an extension for the cable. A decent lapel mic, I just bumped my mic, I'm sorry about that. A decent lapel mic will set you back, for a good one, about $60. I used to use the Rode, RODE, lapel mic, and it had a headphone jack. It's called a 3.5 jack. If you've got an older iPhone with the lightning connector, you will need to buy an adapter. Okay, so you're up for $15 or whatever that adapter costs, and you are up for the microphone. So, but your audio will resonate. I am hearing at the moment a lot of people are trying to run their shows, and the microphone inside their phone is garbage. That's the only word for it. It's garbage. Their voice shakes and rattles, and that doesn't help. If your audio quality is rubbish and you're nervous and you have a bit of a tremor, which is fair enough, that happens. I get pre-game show jitters. Don't be fooled. Like, I love doing YouTube and I love talking to Flip Family live. I still get nervous sometimes. It's like, because I am presenting myself vulnerable and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what someone's going to say. They may say something that really throws me and throws the whole show and the enjoyment I'm hoping to present. They may not even be doing it deliberately, but it can be just a little thing, like, particularly at the moment for me, with just having lost my dad and mum 10 months before that. It's like, it can be just something like, I had dinner at mum's, or I saw my dad today. And whilst I'm glad they did, for me, for a split second, I might think to myself, I can't do that anymore. And that makes me sad. But it is a case of basically just going with the flow and doing your best, but plugging in a microphone will help you. This whole crinkly, metallic, sort of weird, echoey, resonatey kind of thing that people have got going on with their streams, don't do it. Record yourself. Make a video of you talking. You may not like how it sounds, but do a video of you talking and listen to it. Have it as close as though you're doing a whatnot. All right, do all that stuff, and then basically all I want you to do is to. Would you be happy listening to that for an hour with someone trying to sell you stuff? If you're not happy with it, get the microphone. If you look at your video and you go, oh God, the picture does look crap, and you're holding stuff up and the camera's not focusing, you need to get a new phone. And I'm not being trite. It's just the bloody awful truth of the matter. You need to get new equipment, but it doesn't have to be expensive. I've said for ages, an iPhone 8 does good enough photography for eBay. So I would say that an iPhone 8 or 9, you can get 11s now cheap. 11 did amazing stuff. You can get those quite cheaply. I don't know a lot about Android phones, guys. I do apologize. That's why I'm not saying anything much about them, other than I know the Oppo phones at the cheap end of the scale have got amazing cameras on them, but I don't know about their microphones. All right, now I'm stopping again. I'm at Wampon Shopping Centre, and I've got to go in. The sneakers I bought 3 weeks ago from Skechers are utter crap. They were $180. They're already worn out. So they're unhelpful online. Said I had to take it back into a shop. I would have thought, considering I had all the proof of purchase, they would have just sent me a new pair. But no, apparently not. I've got to go in and sing for my supper. I'll be right back. Or not. I don't know. This is just freestyling, guys. Hopefully the knowledge kicked is good knowledge for you, though. All right. New shoes. Well, yep, it's all on. That took too long. At the end of the day, I don't like the sneakers I just got. They don't have my size. And yeah, the people in the store, I will say this, the people in the young people who worked in the Wampon store bent over backwards to help me. All right. So no slighting their customer service at all. Just these are not the sneakers I wanted. And the irony is I don't run around like a lot of people with multiple pairs of shoes. I do wear things out until they're worn out. And literally they wanted, if I had to get the ones I really wanted, I would have had to leave them bare feet. Once again, not their fault. Just, yeah, crap like that just leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Back to whatnot. Okay, so you need the microphone. We've already spoken about it. It's going to be weird for you, but almost an hour's passed since I last talked. Well, not talked, but talked to you. You are going to need a microphone. Play back yourself speaking, and you will see. If you go, I couldn't listen to that because it's all, well, you should have. Wait a second. Do you know the effect that, like, oh, well, come on, you can sort of hear that noise. Okay? Play that back if you didn't know what I was saying. Hopefully the mic picked it up. A lot of your streams sound like that, I noticed. And they're the ones which have the least disengagement, because it doesn't matter how friendly you are. If people have got that noise going on, they're not going to stay. Okay. Have decorated backdrops. Doesn't have to be expensive, you know, but don't just have whatever craps on your desk and then you know what I mean? Set up a little showcase, something that people go, oh, that looks cute. If you're going to face the camera, at the very least, dress neatly, or as I do, dress up. I have fun with that. Ellie, like, I do a live stream on YouTube, and literally we eat our dinner, and then Ellie goes, what can I get done in 6 minutes? And we paint my face. It's fun. And the nice thing is it's almost disastrous for the audience to watch, just how bad it can be. So think about stuff like that. Another thing, as I said, you don't have to show your face, but if you aren't showing your face, make sure your hands are clean. Not like, you know, I've got tats all over my hands. That doesn't matter. Make sure your fingernails are clean. People, especially because you're holding stuff for so long, it is a real turn off for people. I'm about to sneeze, I'm just warning you. I think so anyhow. Yep, there we go. Gesundheit me. I've noticed people don't wish me a happy Gesundheit much anymore. If people are looking at your hands, they've got to be clean. No paint, no grease under your fingernails, no oil, no dirt. They have to be clean. Because they're going to stare at your hands and know that whatever you're touching with those hands is going to their house. Possibly to their children, who may possibly shove it in their mouth. I don't know what you're selling. Presentation. Lighting. Okay, do that test run again. If the lighting's rubbish, go to Kmart, get yourself a $14 desk lamp, point it at your product. I have two big overhead lights. That was from another lifetime when I actually streamed for money on not Twitch, on TikTok. I do have those, and they're my photography lights. But as I keep showing you guys, if you ever watch my live streams, my I've got a little twisty LED light from Kmart. That's enough. It's enough to illuminate the product. You can also change up the vibrancy of your video. Make your shit look good. That's the key rule. Make your shit look good. Now, here's another thing. Important. Far out. I hope this is actually helping people. Another important thing. A lot of you go, oh, at night time all the big dogs are out, right? Here's something you haven't thought of, because I know some people are like, and I am not a big dog. I have 15 to 20 people in my room, but I'm making sure that I'm trying to attract buyers. I try to show stuff. I learn about it. Like, you know, I love Hot Wheels and Matchbox, but trust me, I now know a lot of stuff because I taught myself. I have signed up to numerous Hot Wheels communities. I have looked up Wikipedias on them. I have looked up stuff I didn't know. I've watched TikToks voraciously about Hot Wheels and Matchbox. If you know what you're talking about, you can sell it. If you show that you know what you're talking about. Like the paint job on a car is called a livery. That's a little thing. It's a livery. You know, stuff like different parts of the car. You know, it's just, it doesn't hurt to know it. If you sit there like a stunned mullet with no idea what it is you're actually selling, people don't have confidence and they don't spend. Getting back to streaming times. Okay, so a lot of people are like, I don't want to go on at 8 when I'm on, you know, big dogs. Like I said, there's some guys who have hundreds of people in their room. I tend to have between, I'd say 20 and 50 people. And they're all buying, which is freaking awesome. Thank you, guys. Okay, I would strongly suggest that you stream at the same time as someone. I'm cutting my own nose off here. I would suggest that you stream at the same time as someone who's very popular. Why? People get bored. If you look at a TikTok stream, you'll see that people are leaving and rejoining, right? The whole time. They're leaving my stream and possibly they could be looking at yours. They're leaving some other way bigger person than me on bloody whatnot, and they're looking at other people's shows. You can literally piggyback off my advertising. If if in your head I'm one of the big dogs, I'm not. I do well. And I actually do very well. And I've got the most amazing customers. But you can piggyback off my show. You run a show, I wouldn't run the same stuff because that's kind of stupid. But you could run a show and totally, as they piss me off for 2 seconds, then they come and visit you. 100%, do it. That's awesome. Got to order food. Okay, so piggyback off other people's shows, guys. Trust me, they're not like, I'm going to use me as the example, okay? Because I can't speak to other people. I never have really. Okay, so my stream's going well. People are there, they're having fun, flip fam in effect, chatting to each other. Guys, they're leaving my stream. And that's okay. Because sometimes flip fam shows up to support and not buy. So they're gonna go, well, you know, well, Tori's got diecast on tonight. I'm not really into that. I'll hop on and say g'day. But after that, I'm gonna nick off and I am going to check out the fact that Bob is selling action figures. And they'll go and stick with Bob for a second. Then I see him come back to me later. Oh, is he still on? Yeah. Okay, cool. You will get, I believe you'll have a better chance of getting more people in if you pick when more popular streamers are streaming. But a lot of people, the thought is, oh, if I stream at 12 o'clock, no one else is there. And they'll all come into mine. No. Catch the wave. Yeah? If that makes sense. Multiple streams are good. Being at a busy shopping mall is good. You get more choice as a consumer, and you never know, there may be someone who never intended to spend with you that's all of a sudden in your shop spending up big because you're awesome. And that's the thing I want you to remember, guys. You're all awesome. People are just having little teething problems or not throwing themselves at it because they're nervous, and that's understandable. Totally understandable. Hang on, is there a park at the op? Yep, we've got to stop. It's a rule. It's how you find shit. Okay. So, piggyback other people's streams. Please. Please. Alright, when I get back, hopefully I remember what I want to talk about next. Because if I don't, I won't be talking about it. I really hope this is helping. It feels, to me, it feels like it's helping. I don't know. You guys be the judge. Let me know in the comments. If I get 5 new channel members, I know it worked. Okay, so there was nothing at the op. It was poorly stocked. I mean, it's Tuesday. You know, I don't know what their routines are. But I did have a positive thing come out of that. So I'm sorry I didn't get your names, but this lovely man and lady came up. And the lady got this gorgeous vase, and I'm just a talker. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Well done. She goes, thank you. And I said, don't know if you're going to buy it or keep, are you going to sell it or keep it? And she goes, no, I'm going to keep it. And it's this gorgeous English green vase, right? It's made by, it's got a British stamp on it, one of the more popular, you know, firers or ceramic people. And I've seen them go before for a couple of $100, even in the condition that one's in. It's in good condition, but with just a little bit of crackling in the glaze. Still would go for a couple of $100. So I go, that's awesome. I go for a couple of $100. Have a nice day. I walk back out, and they're just leaving. And I said, hey, sorry, I know that may have come across a bit like me being a bit of a jerk, but I didn't mean to be. I just I wanted to let you know that you had something special there, and I buy and sell stuff, and that's what I do. And sometimes I sell this stuff. And they turned to me, and it was so sweet. They go, we watch you on the TV. It was so sweet. Thank you. See, that's one of the things. That's about one of the few things I'll miss about Geelong is, you know, people have been watching me in Geelong for a while, and I do love those interactions. And that, but it was like it was rather sweet. It was just like, yeah, basically they were just like saying g'day, and it was nice. Anyhow, you were both lovely. Thank you. It was so nice to meet you both. It's those little interactions I do love, and sort of it's what lets me know that hopefully I'm doing the right thing. They both said they like the content. So yeah, thank you guys, and thank you anyone who says hello or whatever. I'm looking forward to, like, you know, hopefully building a little local audience up in Mackay too. And don't forget, guys, when we do move, because it's going to happen sooner than what we're aware, we've got a lot of work to do. But when we do move, if you see us out on the hunt, see me out on the hunt, all the way up, just say g'day. Say g'day. That'd be awesome. I can't promise special stops, but I'll do my best to let you know where we're at on the way, do little lives and stuff. You guys are going to share the adventure, because it's the biggest adventure of my life. Then ultimately will hopefully be leading to where I want to stay for the rest of my life, because we are relocating. It's fantastic. All right, if you haven't been here before, we're at the offsite. I'm going to keep kicking knowledge to you, so just keep listening. Thank you. All right, guys. Oh, I put that up a bit too high, did I? We're at the offsite. As you can see, like, we're running out of supplies and stuff. We put in a big order yesterday for $400 worth of shipping supplies. So they're on their way here now. I'm just basically making a little bit of room that I can sort out the Whatnot toy sale that we did. So it's sort of fortuitous that we are talking Whatnot while I am actually doing Whatnot. Okay, so here's the thing that I was talking about before, the thing I hope to remember to tell you. It's very straightforward. Have titles that engage your audience, all right? They've got to make people want to come in. Whether it's funny, silly, whatever, have a title that makes people want to visit. So, you know, literally, this is your ad. Have a thumbnail that either really is a great photo of your product, or use AI to generate a thumbnail for you. Now, I use ChatGPT. Don't care if you don't use it, you don't have to. I use the paid version because I find it does a lot more image creation for me. And this might be windy, hang on. I mean, that is what the microphone baffle is for, but let's have a look. Yeah, okay. Well, it's not too bad. I've got the noise cancellation on. I'm curious. Yeah, it's not bad. That's good. Okay, well, use the use AI, guys, to draw your thumbnail or whatever. It helps, and if you need assistance with prompts, then you know, let me know in the comments, and I'll tell you the sort of prompts that I use. I'll show you them, and I'll show you how it outputs. If you don't mind your face being on, and that you are a character as such for your show, like I always try to make it sort of draw me, that people know, well, Tori's the host and this is what is going on, then that's a great way to go about doing it. You can upload a photo of yourself to ChatGPT. at least I know on the paid version you can, and you can say, this is what I look like. Remember that. And it generally does a fair to middling job of it. Not perfect, but it's not terrible either. I'm just trying to give myself enough room to move around and get stuff. So I'm going to use this bench here, my normal packing desk, and then we're going to move stuff over to the whatnot desks. It's just the toy shows are so hectic in terms of just there's a lot. I generally need multiple shelves to get stuff done. I just walked in a circle. Hang on. Oh, my coffee's in the car too. All right, give me a second. I'm going to eat my sandwich. Okay, I think I've got everything ready. I'm still eating my sandwich. I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm not going to stop. I need to keep working. It's past 12 o'clock. And I'm a bit on edge because I've got to go and help my sister clean up. Well, not clean up, but sort through some of my dad's stuff, and it always upsets me. All right, so let's just get the hotspot going. Let's have a look at whatnot. Now, the massive sack of the toys is just here. This is heavy, and that's all the sales from the toy whatnot. So what I do is I get all the stuff and basically load up whatnot, and it will tell me, it tells me basically what orders I've got to ship and what I've got to get ready. But for you, what I really want you to do is make good titles, right? Make good thumbnails. Use AI, take a great photo. It's up to you. Now, what I do is I start making bundles. So Al bought that big one. So we've got multiple orders here. And I try to locate people who've bought the most versus the least. And in this particular item, let's have a look here. 15, 15, 15. Back to here. 10, 7, 11. I think D's Flipper Brick bought the most during the toy stream. So thank you so very much. So we've got a few to get done here. But at the end of the day, it is good fun. Okay, so that's Deb's. Pretty cool Pokemon thing. Anyhow, like I said, I digress. Clintos got that one. Awesome. Katie Ann. I'm not good at doing this. I just realized I'm just going to read their names out. So what I'm going to do instead is tell you, like, yeah, once you get your good thumbnails done, start up Instagram accounts. Even if you don't want to. Bad luck. Instagram, TikTok, and you advertise your whatnot shows. A lot of people just put them up and think, you know, oh, that'll do. No, it won't do. Trust me, it will not do. Because people are consuming media in different ways now. Ultimately, we want to get them all to whatnot, but they'll all get there in different ways. So we want to utilize the power of social media to get them to that final destination. So whether it's a YouTube short, plenty of people have got YouTube channels, guys. Like, they're not like me, where I'm staring at the camera. They literally, I can't remember who bought that. They basically are just making their way through the world, not showing their face, but they've got these multiple sources of social media. So start up, if you feel like it, if you want to succeed, start up X or Twitter. I don't like that one as much, but it's there. Start up Instagram. Hell, start up Pinterest. Do YouTube and only just do YouTube shorts. With stuff, you can even get the AI to speak for you if you don't want your voice on there, but then it's stupid because when you talk on your stream, you can't get away with not talking unless your stuff is kick-ass. Or you have to put a little sign up saying, I'm sorry, I'm not speaking, I'm super nervous. or sorry, I'm not being silly here. You may have to say, like, if you can't speak for a medical reason, you may have to say, I'm mute. Just so I don't know if that's the right word for it. I don't care. I don't mean offense. You may have to say all those things. But at the end of the day, the only way you are going to actually know what you can do is by doing. Yeah? You need to find time in your day to actually, you got to make the time to make the time. That's not going to make the most sense, and I know that. But you sort of can't just wing it. I have found, in my opinion, at least for me, having a rough idea of what I'm doing and sticking to that genre is far better. I'd rather have a smaller audience who are all after the thing I'm selling, rather than going, I've got a crazy sale. No, crazy sale doesn't mean anything. You know, it's all it is crazy. So all I'm saying is basically think about the things that you want from this. The sooner you get past certain milestones, the more Whatnot starts to trust you, the more the buyers, like, I know there's people now buying off me who don't follow me on YouTube. And that's fine. They just follow me on Whatnot. They like the shows. I'm going to jump back because I do get distracted doing this. And I will come back and chat once I've finished making these bundles up for Ali. She's on her way. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome back to later. It is much later. And I've done all the Whatnot packing. You didn't have to see it. I just was, rattling off all people's names. And Ali came and gave me a hand. So that was good. Now we're heading back home just to add some additional labels. I ended up packing 2 shows, not just the one. So we will go. We shall do that. I've got to stop at the chemist just here. So I'm in Grovedale. Who cares? I won't be here soon. But we'll get all that sorted out. And then I'll try to think of some more quick tips to tell you when it comes to doing Whatnot and the best practices and easiest ways of getting stuff done. Hope you're finding the tips helpful. It's been good for me revisiting some of them too, so that's always an absolute solid. Alright guys, last leg of this video. I went and got some medication, because I need medication. And the phone's on 19%, so I just think, I'm just going to talk. If it lasts till I'm done, then great, and if not, if I just, go, well, I should stop this now, that's so be it. I hope this helped. That's my main thing. I hope this helped. And if it didn't, sorry. If it did, fantastic. Now, I better go back. Oh my God. I've chosen a really bad way of going home because traffic is going the opposite direction. And I'm now driving into peak traffic, so people are going to go get kids. Not just randomly, their own children, but yeah. And even if someone was giving way to me, like this guy, thank you. Okay. We're never going to be able to cross these lanes of traffic, sadly, so I'm going to have to do a whirlybird and go back. And cops aren't chasing me, not yet anyhow. So now I'm going to have to do a U-turn and go back the way I came. But that way I get the lights, which I know sounds stupid, but trust me, it works. Okay, so one of the final bits of our lesson, and this is the bit I do want to get out before the battery dies on me. I think one of the most important things on Whatnot, and even on YouTube, is to be yourself. You're all cool. You don't have to fake it. You don't have to... Just be yourself, because people will buy off people they like. I think sometimes we can be shy, and that's understandable, and people are forgiving of being shy. So if you're a bit shy at the start of the stream, say it. Just say, hey guys, I'm not very comfortable as a public speaker. I might be a little bit off at first, but I'll ease into it. Just talk to me, please. That will help. Have someone in there with you too. That's another good bit of advice. Don't do the first Whatnot stream by yourself unless you absolutely have to. Another thing, be prepared. Here's the stuff I want you to have. Hey, geez, I'm still thinking of new things. Okay, have masking tape. Masking tape comes off products easily, like painter's tape. It comes off products easily, and you can write the person's name on it, or your helper can, as people win. So let's say I've got Richard wins something. At the end of the stream, I make sure that I'm holding the item in front of the camera, and I say, thank you, Richard, for your purchase. One, it's polite, it acknowledges the person. It says their name on camera during the stream, which is polite and nice and gives people a bit of a buzz, you know, that they're getting their name set on camera. But if you've got a helper, it also allows them to write the name down, and when you look later to process the orders, if you're not sure, you can play back video receipts, and you'll see yourself saying, you know, thank you Richard, thank you whoever. Know what I mean? But being yourself and being honest, I think, are very good ways to present. If you're nervous, just say you're nervous. If you feel that you need to work up to something, it doesn't hurt to go, hey guys, I'm a bit nervous. I might act like a bit of an idiot, but it's just getting nervous jitters out of my system. People get it. You know, if you're that nervous, do what I do, and sometimes, you know, smack on some costume makeup or put on a mask and have a bit of fun. Just let yourself be vulnerable. I mean, I would say if you're going to wear a mask during the stream, have a bit of fun with it. Just let people know that you're having a bit of fun with it because you're nervous. People are so understanding and kind. I think that another thing you can do is to let people know, are you saving up for something? Is something special happening? Why are you doing Whatnot? Like, do you want to just make friends? Do you want to make money? Do you want to do both? It's okay to want to make money. You know, it's all okay. So, give me a second. Okay, real life kicks in. So, be yourself. Tell people why you're there. Tell them that you're nervous if you are nervous. If you're not nervous, have fun. But yeah, I don't know if I said this earlier, and I'm going to say it now. And if it's a repeat, because like I said, I started recording this about 6 hours ago. If you're nervous, tell them, but here's the other bit. I hear a lot of streams where the sound quality is garbage and they're playing music. Do a test listen to what that music actually sounds like to us. Like, some people sounds like the music's playing in a different room. It sounds like it's playing in a tin can. You can't do it. Oh, you can. It sounds crap. It puts people off. If you really want music as a background to you, make sure it's playing pleasant music and that it's clear as crystal. If you're playing that muffled stuff that sounds like you're talking through a piece of paper with a comb on it, like a robot, I hear it all the time. I mean, I don't know. Listening to some of my video replays, I think for the most part my voice is nice and clear because I'm using the bloody good microphone. But I don't play music in the background because, well, one, I don't deliberately, and this is real talk. I also live stream to YouTube, and as my channel is big enough now, and I'm fortunate enough that I get a bit of money from YouTube, they would copyright strike my video if there was music on it that, you know, an artist owned the rights to. So I don't play music for that reason, but I also don't play it because I want you to hear about the product. I am sure if you wanted to listen to music, you'd prefer to select your own and maybe listen to it through Spotify in the background. So my taste in music shouldn't be the reason why you leave a stream. And that's the thing, guys. You may think to yourself, oh, I'm playing music in the background. It's entertaining. What if everyone who comes in just does not like your choice of music and you're forcing them to listen, albeit through crappy sound quality? You know what you're going to hear? Bye, bye, bye. You've got to use your voice as the music, and you've got to talk, and you've got to keep up with the chat. You've got to read what they're saying. You've got to acknowledge them if they're coming into the room. Saying someone's name when they come in, it doesn't hurt, guys. You know, if you see it, you can't always do it. I get that. But if you do see it, hell yeah, you should be saying thanks for coming in, thanks for stopping by, hang around for a bit, follow the seller, that's me, you know, that sort of stuff. I think we have got roughly, goodness me, I think nearly 1,000 people following us now. Well, I've stopped, I'm home. Look, we've got a fair bit going on. But yeah, don't play music because it sounds like shit most of the time. And it's stuff that people don't want to listen to most of the time. You, me, any of us don't have the best taste in music that caters to everyone. Honestly, don't play music in the background unless you are so sure that you only want that sort of person who loves, I don't know, K-pop to be in your stream. And, you know, all the people who are into death metal who have got some money as well, you don't want them. Now, that's just, and it could be the other way around. You want to play death metal, but all the people who love pop music who are cashed up are leaving your stream because they just can't sit there and listen to the crap that you're playing. To you, it's beautiful. It's the sound of angels or devils. But to them, it's garbage and they don't want to hear it. Use your voice instead. Music is so subjective. So I would strongly suggest you don't play it. You don't need to. If you fill the silence with your voice and you're talking and interacting, if you're worried in your streams because people aren't talking and interacting and you've got a helper, get 2 wireless mics. Most of these packs come with 2, even the $130 mic. Wire up both of you so as the audience can hear you and banter. Just chat to each other the whole time and chat to the chat. And last but not least, I don't know if you guys like this or not. It's an American thing. Don't call the chat. It dehumanizes them, in my opinion. That may be because I'm 52, but as soon as someone starts calling the chat, I leave. I'm just like, no. I would say, hey folks, hey guys, hey whatever. It's hey, they're people. They're all people. Hey chat, they could be chat bots. I know that sounds like a whole heap of wank, but no, don't use the word chat. They do it in America, sure. But I tell you right now, yes, I'm a grumpy old bastard, and I know I am sometimes. I'll leave. I would just leave. Not interested. Not interested in being called a thing. No. I'm Tory. I'm your Uncle Flip. And you guys are all spectacular as well, and being called chat, I think, takes something away from all that. In any case, I'm going to go. The phone's almost flat now. I hope that was a little action-packed power punch for everyone. I genuinely hope it helps with your whatnot streams if you're not sure how to do stuff or how you should approach it. And I just know that this is what has worked for me, and it's worked super well. I've got the best whatnot audience. I am so confident of that. I've got the most lovely, kind, friendliest whatnot audience because they're mirroring what I bring to them. And I try to be nice, kind, and friendly. I'm cheeky sometimes. On Whatnot, I'm a bit more wild. I do swear a fair bit on Whatnot. I just go a little bit nuts. I have fun with it because it's just insanity. And I think at the end of the day, it's just another facet of me, whether it's good, bad, or indecent or whatever. It's another facet of me that I like sharing with the audience. The naughty Uncle Flip, you know. That sounds terrible, I know, but just be yourselves, guys. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Follow those tips I gave you, and I'm sure you'll see improvement. In fact, I'd freaking guarantee it. Try it. Just try it. Nothing lost in trying. Don't forget, my codes are down the bottom. And if you do use my seller code and you're ready to go within 6 days, and you get stuck, if you do all the tutorials and you do the practice and you get stuck, drop me an email. Look at the end of the videos for my email address, and I'll do my best to help you. All right? Because if you get $150 bonus, I get 100. But yeah, it's all we can do. But if you're not ready to go, don't use those codes because you're wasting everyone's time and your opportunity. All right, guys, that's going to do it. That is a Whatnot wrap-up. Please let me know in the comments if this did help you. I really hope it did. And yeah, if you're new and it did help or you find any value in the stuff I do think about becoming a channel member. There's all different tiers, and you can see how to become a channel member on the front of my YouTube channel, the front page. The landing page will show you how to become a channel member, and there's also the links down below on how to become a channel member. All right, guys, that's it for me. I've got to get some stuff to the post office. I've just got to get some labels done now. But this phone is so flat, I don't think it would see us to the post office. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thank you for listening. As always, I do appreciate it. Don't take it lightly. And this is my way of trying to give back that you can make some money. All right? See you later, guys. Bye.